What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Crazy Card 12 here. I'm back again, and today we're going to go over week 2 of the NFL. My picks for this week were not as good as last week. My overall record right now is 16 and 14 and 2. We had another tie, but before we get into that, let's go ahead and talk about Ravens-Bengals. I thought the Ravens would actually win this game, but the big difference in this game was A.J. Green. One team had A.J. Green, the other team had a bunch of ordinary wide receivers, and that really shown in this game. A.J. Green could not be covered. He had a total of like 3 touchdowns. Andy Dalton threw 4. The Ravens are just outclassed in this one. I think they have to go back to the drawing board and see how they can beat the Bengals. Well, let's go ahead and talk about Panthers-Falcons. We got ourselves a good old shootout. Atlanta finally figured out its red zone. All they had to do was take Matt Ryan and use your franchise quarterback and make him run in the end zone. Not really a smart idea, but hey, they got the job done. Atlanta pulled it off. Carolina almost tied it up at the very last seconds. They threw it up, and I think it was DJ Moore. He came down with the football, but he couldn't hang on to it. I think he dropped it at the very end in the end zone, which kind of sucked, but it was an amazing game. It was a nice little shootout. In that game, I had the Falcons winning. So right now, I'm 2 for 2. I was like, all right, cool. Now I'm 2-0 right now. It's going to be looking good. Well, this is where the chaos happens. Next game, I picked the Redskins to win. I thought the Redskins were legit. Nope. Never mind. Andrew Luck came in town and picked them apart. So I don't know how it happened to the Redskins. They couldn't get in the end zone. The Colts did. Even when the Redskins got turnovers, they could only hit 3 points. You can't beat teams by kicking only threes. Next game, Texans on Titans. I picked the Texans to win this, but the Titans did it was a fake punt for a touchdown. And that was pretty sweet. I was watching that over and over. That was the big difference in this game. Nobody really could move the ball. So I lost that one. Eagles versus Bucks. I originally had the Bucks. Then I switched back to the Eagles. And then the Bucks won. And you know something? I'm believing in Fitzmagic. Fitzmagic, I believe in you. I'm not going to pick against Fitzmagic until he falls off the earth. Next game, we had Kansas City at Pittsburgh. Originally, I had Kansas City. But then I switched to Pittsburgh. Same thing like the Eagles game. And what happened? The Chiefs went out there and just blew the doors off the Steelers. Now, the Steelers, offensively, did better than the Chiefs, which is kind of weird. Even though the Chiefs put up more points, offensively, they did better. But the Chiefs, they did what they had to do to win the game. Patrick Mahomes throwing 6 touchdowns in one game. That's just insane. 10 touchdowns to start your career. The Chiefs are a real powerhouse. The only problem is their defense. So that game is a matter of who got the ball last. Dolphins at Jets. I originally picked the Jets. They lost. The Dolphins came into town and won. I think the Dolphins are a little bit better than people think. It's kind of weird. All Florida teams right now are 2-0. Very weird. Sam Darnold, he's going to be doing this. I don't know where my allergies are kicking in. The Jets, and Sam Darnold's going to do this. He's a rookie quarterback. It's growing pains. He's got to just let him do his thing. But Sam Darnold will be the franchise there, and there should be no problems there. Chargers versus Bills. This game wasn't really hard to pick. I picked the Chargers to win, and they definitely did. They were putting a whooping on the Bills. But I didn't realize that they beat the Bills so bad that Vontae Davis, our quarterback, decided to retire at halftime. That's how bad they were getting beaten. That the dude legit retired. The Bills, to me, the wheels are falling off. I feel like everybody's about to get fired, even though they shouldn't. This should be a year everybody's growing. This is what happens when you just get rid of Tyrod Taylor for no reason, and you put Nathan Peterman as your starting quarterback. I know Nathan Peterman didn't play this. So you had Josh Allen. But right now in these games, it should be Tyrod Taylor. Tyrod Taylor should be the quarterback of the Bills right now, but he's not because the management are dumb. Vikings-Packers. So we have back-to-back weeks of ties. I did not think it would be this game. I picked the Vikings to win, and if it wasn't for kicking issues, I think the Vikings would have won. The Vikings kicker was missing all types of field goals. I think he missed 3 total field goals, which could have ended what they didn't. The Packers came. They were jumping on it. You know, they had a block. They had a block punt for a touchdown, Then they had the Vikings miss a field goal. That's how the Packers were able to jump ahead. But overall, I think the Vikings were the better team, but it just ended up being a tie. Browns versus Saints. I picked the Saints. To me, it looked like the Browns got it. I don't know what happens. It's 4th and 5 at midfield. They throw a bomb for a touchdown, and you miss the extra point. Only the Browns. Only the Browns. I feel sorry for the Browns. If you're a Browns fan, I do apologize. You shouldn't be going through this. Same thing the Bills. The Bills and Browns. I mean, the Browns look like they have upside. The Bills, there's just nothing upside about them. They're just getting blown out. Lions versus 49ers. I picked the 49ers to win that game. The 49ers did indeed win that game. Now, the 49ers almost choked it away with that pick 6, but they were able to hang on and beat Detroit. Cardinals versus Rams. This is one of those, dad grabs the belt and just goes into the redheaded stepchild's step room and just beats the crap out of him. This is what happened. This was a good old beatdown. This was beating a redheaded stepchild just for no damn reason. The Rams, they bullied the Cardinals so much. They went for it on 4th down. They didn't even try kicking field goals. I don't even think they have a kicker. I think that's one of their problems. But yeah, the Rams just beat up the redheaded stepchild of the NFL, which is the Cardinals. Patriots and Jaguars. This game kind of shocked me. I knew this game would be tough. I didn't realize that they'll make Blake Bortles throw that much. And I didn't realize New England's defense was this bad. It's kind of funny. You watch the Texans game, and you would think, like, oh, okay, New England can generate pass rush. They're covered pretty well. They got things buttoned up. But I think it's because the Texans offense is not really that good right now. Deshaun Watson didn't really look good against the Titans. And it's kind of proven that, like, you can throw on New England. Like, there's no pressure. This game is all about the trenches. I can't breathe right now. This is ridiculous. This game is all about the trenches. One dude was able to sit there all day and throw the football. Even when his left tackle tore his ACL, he still got to sit there and just throw the football and do whatever he wants. New England's defense could not get any pressure. They could not cover anybody. I mean, my God, they had a 3rd and long, and they converted it. They threw it to a tight end for like 20-something yards. The tight end was like the 3rd stringer. I'm like, how do you not cover that dude? New England has some problems. They're slow at linebacker. The defense looks slow. They look not athletic. We'll see what happens. Maybe Belichick can put this defense up, but right now I don't have faith in this defense. The problem with New England is their defense. If they had any sorts of defense, I think they would have won this game. But they didn't. They didn't. Kudos to the Jaguars. Their offense did what they had to do, and that defense is for real. The Jaguars are not going anywhere. The Steelers and Patriots are weak right now in the AFC, and I can see Kansas City and Jacksonville taking advantage. Next game, Raiders at Broncos. I picked the Broncos to win just because winning at Denver is very difficult. And if you need to beat Denver, you need to score at least 24 points to beat them. You got to score 24 and beat them. And they did it. And the Raiders, they really missed Khalil Mack. This is one of those things you start thinking to yourself, this was not a good decision to get rid of Khalil Mack. Khalil Mack could have got you that one turnover that could have made the difference in this game. Cowboys versus Giants. Can we please stop putting these teams on prime time? They're both garbage. The Giants O-line. Let me tell you something. If we didn't have to talk about O-line, if you talk about receivers, quarterback, running backs, I think the Giants are right up there, top 5 at least. But you know something? They're not. That offensive line is garbage. It can't guard. They weren't even getting beaten. They were just so much miscommunication. Cowboy defenders running free at Eli Manning. I don't know if Eli you even survived this. If you have to blame this game at Eli, you're a freaking idiot. This is not Eli's fault. The freaking team sucks. Their freaking offensive line can't guard anybody. And then the Cowboys. Okay, you beat the Giants, but my God, there was no pressure on Dak Prescott. You could only put 20 on the board. You can't even throw for more than 200 yards in a game. The Cowboys need outside players. They need stuff to help Dak Prescott. Both of these teams are garbage. Eagles are going to win this division. That's that. Seahawks versus Bears. Now, remember I told you about the Raiders game, how Khalil Mack could make that one play for you? Well, he made a couple plays like that, a couple fumbles, a couple sacks. He was able to help out that Bears defense, which when he gets going, it gets everybody else going because you got so many good guys on the Bears defense where when you got Khalil Mack going off, it helps everybody else out. It helps Akeem Hicks. It helps all these other dudes on the defensive line to get to the quarterback. The Seahawks, same problem as usual. No offensive line. Russell Wilson has to do everything. Now you don't have the Legion of Boom. So now you got no defense, which I thought the defense played pretty good, especially going against a Mitchell Trubisky offense, which is not really that good. Trubisky would be good next year. This is right now a learning curve. It usually takes a year for offense coordinator, quarterback to actually get things going, unless your name is Sean McVay and Jared Goff. But anyway, I picked the Bears to win, and they did win. So my record now is 16-14-2. If you guys like these little series that I'm doing, pick 'em and recap, go ahead and leave a like and comment down below to make sure I know you guys are supporting this. I really don't get many views on this, but I really enjoy it, and it's one of my favorite things to do on YouTube. Anyway, this is Crazy Guards 12. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace!